right, here we are, Impact and Influence Radio, right here on iHeart. And today's broadcast is brought to you by Blinds of Sacramento, Sacramento's complete solution window covering experts. Give them a call, 916-790-8689, or visit blindsofsacramento.com. Now, today, we've got Aaron Provencal here from OsteoStrong. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great.
And first of all, I want to say Happy New Year and Merry Christmas. It is, what's the date today? 29th, right?
I believe it is, yeah.
Something like that?
Yep.
Yeah, so we're sitting right here at the end of the year. Super cool. Everyone's so stoked and excited for 2026. I think everyone's excited to be done with 2025. It was kind of a roller coaster ride all year long. And everyone's just super stoked for what's to come.
I think it's going to be a good year.
I think we're going to get a lot of really good tax return checks this year, I've heard.
Well, we'll see.
We'll find out, right? Business owners, we always have to owe, right? I always owe. So I'm just thinking, I'm hoping I don't have to owe as much.
Right.
All right. So we're going to be learning about what you do today. So tell me, what is OsteoStrong? What is this, man?
So we're a health and wellness business. We kind of focus mainly on building bone density, but we've got a lot of biohacking modalities to help you live a longer, healthier life.
Okay, you have to explain to me what this is. Bone density, the first thing I think of osteoporosis, right?
Yeah, so as we get older, about age 30, our bones get weaker and weaker over time because we're not doing anything to stress the bones to keep them strong.
Okay.
So we've got specialized equipment. People come to us once a week for about 10 to 15 minutes. And with our equipment, we can introduce high-impact stress onto the bone in a safe fashion that's going to stimulate growth. Most people think about like lifting weights or something like that. You can definitely get some bone growth doing that. Mm-hmm. But it's only about 1% growth per year doing weightlifting.
Okay. And
with our process, we can actually grow the bones 14% per year with our process.
Okay, so how is this different than drinking milk?
So yeah,
milk. I mean, I'm going to ask all the questions because I'm completely naive to this. All I can think about is my childhood. I broke so many bones as a kid. Now, mm-hmm. I haven't broken any bones as an adult, but as a kid, I mean, I broke everything. So I'm thinking about this and I'm going, my God, I'm going into my mid 40s. Am I going to start having problems?
Yeah. So milk did a great ads. They made people think that just by drinking milk, your bones stay strong. So kudos to them.
It was marketing.
Yes, definitely. So just like building muscle, you can't just eat protein and expect your muscles to grow.
Uh-huh.
Same concept. You just can't take calcium supplements and you expect your bones to grow.
Uh-huh.
So to build muscle, you've got to stress them. You've got to strain them. You actually make micro tears of the muscle and the muscle grows back stronger.
Okay.
Same concept with bones. So we're going to make micro fractures of the bone and it's actually going to grow back stronger. So supplementation is a good part of that as well.
I'm very familiar with this.
So when you work out your muscles, you want to feed it protein to help them grow. The same concept is with bones. When we stimulate the growth of the bones, you want to feed it as well. So we partner with a company called AlgaeCal. It's a calcium supplement. It's made from algae, so it's very easy for the body to process. And that's going to help make that bones actually grow. The little catch is with calcium supplementation, you can't take more than like 500 milligrams per dose. So if you are taking supplementation, kind of spread it out throughout the day. Most people that maybe take it all at once.
In all honesty, I am probably the worst person with my body.
So I was a disaster restoration contractor, did fire and water damage restoration for like 30 years. So
really,
I sold that company about 4 years ago.
You saw some crazy stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So sold my company and just kind of went on a health journey. I lost about 40 pounds. I hired a health and fitness coach and I ended up going to a Tony Robbins event. Tony Robbins is totally about living a long time. Yep. And he started talking about the importance of bone density. And actually, we learned about OsteoStrong through Tony Robbins. He's actually a part owner of OsteoStrong. And I wanted to go try it out. I wanted to see what it was all about. And there was nothing in the Sacramento area. So OsteoStrong, they've got over 200 locations, and they're over in 14 different countries. But Sacramento didn't have anything. So my wife and I thought about it and was like, hey, we need something else to do after I sold my other company. And I thought this would be a great opportunity to bring this to Sacramento because people need this.
So let me ask you, you're small, you're an entrepreneur, you're a small business owner. But are you return focused or are you passion focused? Because I've always been passion focused. Like I never cared about the money.
Yeah, I mean, I always loved helping people out. So that the disaster restoration, that was very fulfilling for me for 30 years. I mean, it was it felt like a superhero coming in to help people out after their homes are flooded or they've had a fire, and just bringing it back to the pre-loss condition and giving them the keys back and it's a good feeling.
That's where your real estate thing comes in. So you've also got a real estate business where you flip homes.
Yep.
And so that's where that came in.
Yeah. So I love going in communities, find the worst looking house and making it beautiful again, and the neighborhood loves you after that because
everyone's property values go up.
Yeah. They're looking at this eyesore all this time, and now you're able to fix it.
Very interesting. Very interesting. So I'm seeing you. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 49.
Okay, so you're not much older than me. You look freaking great, dude.
Thank you.
Is this bone density thing really something that we should all be looking at?
We should. So the stats are pretty staggering. After the age of 50, if you were to fall and break a hip, 1 out of 4 of those people will die within 1 year of breaking a hip.
Wow.
Yes. It's pretty staggering.
Why is that?
They lose loss of mobility. So they can end up being bedridden.
Yeah.
End up going into depression. They're not able to do anything that they're normally used to doing. Yes. And their health just goes downhill very quickly.
No kidding. Yeah. Again, in my head, what's processing is wow, I should probably get this checked out, right?
Well, like I said, about 4 years ago, I hired a health and fitness coach. So I lost about 40 pounds myself.
Okay. So you were about my size.
Probably, yeah. So I ended up, the coach ended up doing blood work for me, set up workouts for me. So I work out 3 days a week for about 30 to 45 minutes is all. And then he's got me doing 10 to 15,000 steps per day. So that stay active. So that I set up like a treadmill desk at the office. That way I can keep moving. Yeah. This really helps keeping the weight down and the weight off. But,
interesting.
Yeah. What I usually recommend to people is getting it's called a DEXA scan. So you can get this done. There's a great company called DEXA Fit. They're in Midtown, Sacramento. For about $120, you can get it's like a full body x-ray. Okay. So it goes head to toe. It'll give you your T-score, your bone density score. It's going to give you your muscle mass, your fat content, your visceral fat content, which is the fat around your organs, which is important to keep that down. And they go over a lot of good information. So if you're kind of lopsided on one side or the other, they'll say, hey, when you're working out, focus more on this side a little bit more. Do some extra reps. That way you kind of even the body out. Because it can throw off your back and a lot of things can go wrong when you got back issues.
Very, very interesting. Man, this is wild stuff, dude. I don't know. I feel like usually I have more answers than this. I've been doing this a long time. I've done thousands of these interviews. I've been doing radio for, over a decade. And usually when I sit down with somebody, I've got a lot of stuff to say. I'm just sitting here with a billion questions right now, and I sound so naive, and it's crazy to me. Okay, so in terms of what you guys offer, how do you start? Where do you start?
So usually people come down to our facility. Everything's got to be scheduled because we have coaches that work one-on-one with you when you come in, so we can't just have people walking in at any time. So usually we ask people to block out a full hour when they come to see us, and we offer free sessions. So if it's first time coming in, there's no charge. We want you to get a facility tour, show you what we offer, and try out the equipment, have a full experience at no charge, no obligation. So people come in. We've got 4 machines for different parts of the body to stress the bones. So we'll get you set up on the machines. It's just a push or a pull of your own weight and a hold for about 5 seconds. and then a slow release. And like I said, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to go through these machines once you get through a normal routine of doing it. And then we do some balance exercises. Balance is really important to prevent any falls and injuries.
I have a lot of problems with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I was a motorcyclist for most of my life. I can't ride anymore. I actually went to a balance specialist. I was going to the doctor trying to figure out why I kept getting dizzy on the motorcycle. And so they sent me to a balance specialist, and she turns me sideways and she starts moving me, and she says, read the numbers on the sign there, just like, when you read the numbers at your doctor.
Sure.
And I all of a sudden I was dizzy, and she goes, there it is. She says, your eyes and your ears aren't calibrating.
Huh. So I had this, went to this presentation. It was from a Olympic athlete, and she was talking about just making that 1% improvement per day. It just compounds over time, and just doing 1% better every single day is just going to make a big difference in the long run. You can just start out smaller and just work your way up.
I walk every day. I walk my dog multiple times a day. And I enjoy when I'm on the phone. I call my mom every night, and I must walk half a mile or a mile just talking to my mom on the phone, because we live up in El Dorado Hills. So, you're walking around that lake there and all that stuff. And we just, it's safe. It's quiet. So no, I do a lot of walking, but at the same time, my feet are killing me. Every step it hurts. It hurts. It hurts.
Could definitely be something related to the back. I know a lot of things do stem from the back. I had a degenerative disc in my back a while back, and I'd get numbness and pain down my legs and wake me up at night, and it was really bad. So I got an MRI. They said that they had the degenerative disc. They just wanted to give me an epidural here in the U.S. So I ended up going down to South America, to Colombia, and
everyone tells me this.
Quit
going to the doctor in the States. Our family's a Russian culture in our family, and everyone just goes to Belarus to go get their stuff done.
So I got embryonic stem cell treatments down there. So they injected these stem cells. I had some osteoarthritis in my shoulder, so they did my shoulder, they did my back, and then they gave me full IV treatments for the whole body. And within 5 months, all my numbness and pain's gone away. It hasn't come back. So it's pretty awesome.
Last time I talked to the doctor, they said, well, yeah, we can give you a cortisone shot in your heel. Okay. And I said, okay, so what are the side effects? Well, if we do it wrong, you'll never walk again. And I'm like, well, let's not do that.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. With the OsteoStrong, does this have anything to do with, does osteoporosis have anything to do with teeth and stuff as well?
It can. So a lot of the medications that they give you for osteoporosis, they actually degrade the jaw and can lead to teeth problems and things like that. But I don't think it's directly related to the teeth unless you're doing the medications. Okay.
Yeah, because when I go to the dentist, they go, you've got great teeth. I've never had teeth work done. Never touched. Ever.
Yeah, I've never had a cavity in my life.
Never. Yeah. Not one. If people do want to hire you for your services, should we discuss prices at all?
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've got a few different models set up. You can pay by session, so it's $99 if you want to just pay single sessions. We've got a monthly plan that starts at $229 a month, and that gives you the bone building equipment. And then it kind of goes up depending on how many of the modalities that we offer that you want to use. We've got red light therapy rooms. We've got energy therapy. We've got pulse electromagnetic field mats. We've got compression therapy, which is great for muscle recovery and blood circulation. We've got hydro massage lounges. And then my favorite, it's called a Vemi lounge. So this thing's like total relaxation room that we put you in. And 30 minutes on this bed is like equivalent to 2.5 hours of deep sleep recovery. I don't sleep the best at night, so I love jumping on that thing in about 30 minutes for a session. We do also have a yearly plan that people can sign up for. So for $2,699, it gives you a full year of access. And we get you a DEXA scan up front and then a DEXA scan in 12 months. That way you can actually see your improvement.
Difference. Yep. For $2,700.
Yep.
That's a deal.
Yeah, it is.
That's a deal. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Let's get some people over to the website, OsteoStrongRC.com, OsteoStrongRC.com, 916-898-2142. Anything that you want to add before we get out of here?
Yeah, just give us a call if you'd like to just try us out, get a free session. You'll just give us a call. We'll get you set up and come try it out.
Awesome. Aaron Provencal, thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely.
And everybody listening, thank you so much for listening. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.